was the crime of the century, a horrifying and gruesome double murder that, after more than 100 years, is still unsolved.
Mr. Borden and his wife were brutally hatcheted to death early in the morning.
These two victims were butchered.
Join us at the house where it all happened. One of the most haunted locations in the world.
There's a residual energy that's here.
Footsteps, people talking, doors slamming.
A lot of people see the toys being moved around.
There's a man there, and I don't know who he is.
It is about the right size for most of the wounds on the Borden skulls.
Our experts will break down the murders and the trial. They'll discuss alternate theories and potentially overlooked suspects.
Uncle John's alibi doesn't hold water.
Join host Susan Slaughter and your favorite paranormal researchers as they search for answers to the crime and the haunting. Will the ghost of the house offer any clues? Will Lizzie herself make contact? Find out as the Dark Zone brings you the Lizzie Borden Murder House.
I'm Jay Blumke. This is the Dark Zone Live presents Lizzie Borden Murder House. But right now, we are going to be meeting up with Susan Slaughter outside of Maplecroft.
Hi, Sue. Welcome to Maplecroft. Thank you. Wow, this place is much bigger and definitely more lavish than the bed and breakfast I was just staying at.
Oh yeah, this is a lot grander than that.
Wow. Okay, so this is Sue Vickery. She is the caretaker of Maplecroft. This is Lizzie Borden's house. She's lived here for, how long did Lizzie Borden live here after the whole debacle?
She moved in with Emma in September of 1893 and remained here until her death in 1927.
So 30 years, approximately? Yeah, exactly.
Making me do math?
I know. I just try to do math too. It's been a long couple of days, so I'll let you guys do the math. Well, take us around.
Yeah, come on in.
So what can you tell us about this place? Any special memories, anything you know about Lizzie's life here at Maplecroft?
Yeah, her life here would have been probably a mixture of emotions. It was probably tough for her when she first moved into the home. The neighbors didn't take her living here too well. A lot of them actually turned their backs on her.
Wow.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
It's absolutely beautiful.
And these are her original floors, by the way.
Okay.
So this is a parquet floor of tiger oak with cherry inlay, and it's oak woodwork throughout the room.
Yeah, that's really beautiful.
So any visitor coming to the house would have been received by either Lizzie or Emma in this room right here. When Lizzie passes away, this is actually where her service was held. So her body would have laid in this room. And her servants were so loyal that they kept quiet about the whole thing until after she was buried. Very few people knew.
There was something more to this woman than simply being someone who's been accused of murder.
Lizzie was not a normal woman of that time period.
Lizzie was a pretty progressive woman for the time, especially after the murders took place.
Lizzie volunteered as a Sunday school teacher, and she taught Chinese immigrants. She was the secretary-treasurer of what was called the Christian Endeavor Society.
She was part of the Women's Christian Temperance Union, the Fruit and Flower Mission.
There was, her work with animals, her love with animals.
She left much of her estate to the Animal Rescue League in Fall River.
She seemed like she was getting out there and making an impact in the community.
Back in 1892, many people said, well, she got away with murder, but she never left Fall River. She loved the city.
She never stopped doing what she wanted to do.
She never liked this home right here. Maplecroft, however, that was her sanctuary in life.
Maplecroft is the house that Lizzie moved into after the trial.
Maplecroft is such a gorgeous house. I mean, I can see why she would want to live there. You enter the front door, you're in the main foyer, you turn to the right and it was her main parlor. The dining room itself actually features her original wallpaper, still there. Wainscoting on the walls, huge beam ceilings, fireplace. And then you come out of that room and you're in the main hallway, you got a beautiful staircase leading upstairs. There's stained glass windows throughout the home. You go upstairs, off to the right is what I believe was the library with the tin ceilings and the huge room and the window seating. And then next to that is what we think was her bedroom. And that has some French doors in it that lead into a beautiful seating area with its own fireplace. Across the hall would have been Emma's room, which she occupied from 1889 to 1905. And then you got the whole entire third floor of Maplecroft, which runs the length of the house, which every room up there would have been servants' quarters.
All right, so before we got into that wonderful package about Lizzie Borden and her later years here at Maplecroft, we were talking about her affinity for theater, and we were talking about an actress named Nance O'Neill. So we actually have a picture of her here in her entertainment room. Tell us about it, Sue.
So this photo is of Nance O'Neill, the actress. Lizzie Borden held a big lavish party for Nance and her entire entourage in this very room in 1905. Very extravagant party. She actually had hired caterers, palm trees, musicians. They say that the lights blazed from top to bottom and the music blared.
I love that.
Yeah.
She sounded like fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest, I like the vibe that's in here. Show us some other parts of the house to give us a little bit of an idea of what her daily life looked like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right this way. The thing about Maplecroft is very little is known, including which was her bedroom.
Right.
Most people think it would have been this room over here. This larger room would have been the library. Do you want to check that out first?
Yeah, actually, I do love this room. This is the room that I stayed in last time, and I chose to stay in it again tonight because I just love the space.
It's a great room, isn't it?
It is absolutely beautiful. This is like this window, this bay window here, the furnishings, everything. One thing I noticed about staying in this room was this engraving over here on top of this fireplace that says, "And old-time friends, twilight plays, and starry nights, and sunny days come trooping up the misty ways when my fire burns low." I thought that was so beautiful.
You know what? This is actually one of two famous carved fireplaces here at Maplecroft.
Oh.
And the odd thing about it is nobody knows if Lizzie and Emma had this done or if Charles Allen did.
Right.
Or back then it was actually customary to just order the whole thing right out of catalog. So that could have been a possibility as well.
Oh yeah, because this is, I see it. It's attached to the wall.
It is. It's fastened to the wall.
And this is the part right here. Ooh.
Well, yeah.
As I, there's an old house.
We're still working on some renovations here.
Yeah. So where do you speculate was Lizzie's room?
Okay, so I believe personally that it would have been this room over here. Watch your step to it.
Or should I call her Lizbeth, right? Because that's the name that she changed.
She really did. I mean, once Emma moves out in 1905, Lizzie tries to change things up a little bit. She names her home Maplecroft, has it carved into the front step. And she also tries to change her own name, although not legally. If you look at her will, she did sign it with both names. But yeah, she preferred to be called Lizbeth in this house. She would write it in her stationery, Lizbeth of Maplecroft.
I love that.
I know.
It sounds very fancy.
It does.
It's regal.
So this room, I believe, would have been her bedroom here. Now it used to feature an original stained glass window above the bed there. Unfortunately, a previous owner had it removed from the house. Christy tried to buy it back and she would not sell. But we do have a photograph of the original stained glass window on a little table by her bed.
Okay, so that is a faux glass right there, right?
That is just a fake thing on there, just to show that there was a beautiful one.
There are really beautiful stained glasses in here. I mean, if you go all the way up and down this whole staircase, you will see them like kind of pitter-pattered above the levels.
It's amazing in the morning, you know, to see the sunlight come through the stained glass windows in the house.
Yeah, I did see that, and it's quite something.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful, something to experience for
So
sure.
this wall actually has a photograph of what she would have looked like that she grew a little older in life.
So this is a rendition of what she would have looked like?
No, that's an actual copy of a photograph.
Oh, okay.
Yes. That second famous carved fireplace I told you about.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Right through here.
I didn't even get the chance to really come in here and enjoy this space last time.
Yeah, unfortunately the lighting in here is not too well, but you can see that this fireplace says, "At home in my home country," which basically means to be at home in one's own country.
Yeah, this is great.
And when she passed away, that was one of her requests at her service was for that poem by Lord Alfred Tennyson, "My Own Country," be read at the time of her death.
Okay, so this
it really
must be
did
a
have some
custom
meaning
piece to her. Yeah.
it had meaning. Whether or not, like I said, she put it in or not, it still held meaning for her.
Yeah.
So this was a great room for her. There's a cribbage board in here. That was one of her favorite games. She loved to play cribbage.
I don't
She used
even
to go
know
on
how to
picnics
use
actually
this.
with one of the servants' daughters. So this was Emma's bedroom from 1893 until 1905. Now there's a few possible reasons for Emma departing Maplecroft. No one knows for sure. She never spoke of it. Some people think it was that theater party that Elizabeth held. And other people say it might have been because of this. Emma felt Lizzie had too close of a relationship with one of the chauffeurs here. He was a ladies' man by the name of Joseph Tatra. So Emma made Lizzie fire this man in 1903. Lizzie rehires this guy in 1904, and then in 1905 Emma moves out.
I see.
So, possible reason. Now, even though Emma moved out of here, she still retained her half ownership of the home and its belongings.
This is amazing. So how would we get up to the third floor? What would be on the third floor?
The third floor would be strictly servants' quarters.
Okay. And she only had one servant at the time?
Well, from 1911 to 1913, she actually had a live-in traveling companion. It was a woman by the name of Trudy Russell. And her room would have been on the third floor with the servants' quarters.
Okay.
So whenever Elizabeth liked to travel, she would take along Trudy.
Oh, as a companion.
Yes.
Yeah, to have someone
Yes,
to
it
do
was improper, I suppose, for a woman to travel alone back then.
Right.
So she actually hired this woman to live here and be her traveling companion.
Oh, that's nice. I would love to be a traveling
I know,
companion.
right? Is
Just
anybody
take
hiring
me
for that?
everywhere. I know, right? What happened to those days? Yeah, why don't we go and check out the third floor?
Okay, there's two ways to get up there, by the staircase behind you here, or we could take this staircase over here.
This one
which
has
I
the
would-
stained windows, right?
It does.
Yeah, I would love to show them what this staircase looks like because it's absolutely
Okay, we'll
gorgeous.
go down the other side and I'll show you her original bathroom.
Okay,
On this floor,
yeah.
okay? So come on up this way. Beautiful windows like this. So we'll start over here. This we know was the trunk room right here.
The trunk room, where
The
she would
trunk room.
keep all of her traveling things.
Yes, see these heavy trunks that they had to travel with. They didn't pack a bag back then or a little tiny suitcase. They actually had to travel with these big heavy trunks. So they had its own room up here in Maplecroft.
I love that.
I know, right? Now off to the right that you're heading into, that would have been Trudy Russell's room.
Okay.
There's actually a photo of her right behind you there.
Oh.
Yeah. So she was the living traveling companion.
I'll show you right here. So I'll put Trudy with Lizzie. She looks quite young, much younger
She
than
was
hers.
young. There's a funny story of them one time. Traveling to Washington, D.C., they were sitting on a park bench in Washington, and there was one of those organ grinder monkeys.
Oh, yeah.
So Trudy was fascinated with it. She kept getting up and putting whatever amount of change it was in there. And so Elizabeth finally got up and walked over to the monkey grinder and said, "What's your monkey's name?" And the guy says, "Victoria." So Elizabeth sat back down on the bench and said, "When you do marry and have children, you must name your first daughter Victoria." Well, Trudy ends up getting another job and leaving Lizbeth, and Lizbeth wasn't too happy about that. But she did end up marrying, having a child, a daughter, named her Victoria, and wrote to Lizbeth about it.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
that's
Isn't that
sweet.
kind of a funny story?
I know.
Yeah.
I'm sure that she was, I mean, this became like one of her best friends, and then being sort of abandoned by them, I'm sure that must have been really lonely.
I'm sure it was hard on her, you know, every
Yeah.
time she got close to somebody, people turn their backs, like you said.
Mm-hmm. So, just curious, after going through the house, and you've been a caretaker here for so long, you know the history, you kind of get an insight of who Lizbeth became, who she was. And did you ever feel like she was still lingered around here? Because I did spend, you know, those many days over at the bed and breakfast at the murder house. And I mean, I definitely did pick up on some forms of activity, but would you say that this place has activity as well, or that maybe Lizbeth might be here?
I'd say she is here. She is here. I very rarely get her through at the other house. Here, one of my very first days here, I was just walking through the dining room and a woman said, hello, right in my ear. So I said, oh my gosh, she's here. So I ran out to my car and I ran back into the house with a spirit box I had on me. And I turned it on and I said, you know, Lizzie, if you're here, can you say hello? And you hear a woman go, hello? So I was standing by the piano and I said, oh Lizzie, what was your theater actress friend's name? And a man speaks very clearly, Nance. I said, oh, you're right. I said, and you are? But he never gave me a name. But she does come through quite often in the house. And even without equipment, you'll hear her walking the floors. Occasionally you hear door slams in the house. Down the basement you get a man come through a lot. Also the man comes through in the trunk room area a lot. This particular room right here used to be occupied, so I never got the chance to really investigate in this particular room. So I don't know, if tonight if you're going to investigate the home,
Yeah, we're
you
going
might
to
want to try this
experience.
room. I'd be
Yeah.
interested to see if who's up here.
Yeah, absolutely. And I definitely think if there would be a place for Lizbeth to stick around, it would be a home that she's always wanted.
You know, it was her sanctuary then and it's her sanctuary now. And even when we did run a few ghost hunts in the house, we always told the people coming in, please be respectful, have no mention of the other house, treat it like her sanctuary today, and she's more apt to respond to you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, be respectful.
Be respectful.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. And then this is that staircase you were talking about.
Yes, this is the back stairs. That goes back down to the second floor, which actually contains her original bathroom, if you'd like to take a peek in there.
Yeah.
All right, right this way. Careful on these stairs. Is its original. This is actually her tub that she made. Still has the original fixtures here. We modernized that on the other side. Over here, this was her sink. This was her medicine cabinet. This tile wall is from her.
Mm-hmm.
The floor is different. The ceiling is different. Yeah, all these things works. We actually still have the key to this huge medicine cabinet displayed on the wall over there.
Oh.
Yeah.
And this is very unique looking.
It is, it's old, but I don't think that is original to her.
Okay, yeah.
It is old.
It's a little bit more modern than her time.
I believe so, yeah, that probably got put in a little after. For sure, we know the tub, the sink, the tile wall, the medicine cabinet, and these fixtures are original to her.
Oh, wow, even the fixtures.
Yes.
That's really cool.
Yeah, you can see they all got the same beating.
Mm-hmm.
They all match. Yeah.
I love that. I totally took a shower in here, got ready, did my makeup in that mirror. It's great.
Now. So this is her kitchen. And believe it or not, this was her cabinet. Still in the house. That sink is original to her as well. And it's the second room in Maplecroft that has the tin ceiling above us.
Oh, yeah.
It's gorgeous. That's actually a photograph of one of her servants. I'm afraid to say the name, but I believe it's Hannah.
She looks really young, too.
Mm-hmm. No. Especially after Emma moves out. Lizbeth was in the habit of coming down to the kitchen. She liked to sit while the servants were working and listen to the local gossip, because she didn't get to do that on her own out in public. So she would just listen to what the servants were saying was going on in the city.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, it became known that the servants were her friends as well.
They were.
And rumor has it that she treated them very well, and even if the servants had children, she treated those servants' children very well.
Absolutely. I know she did put a few people through college, helped one girl become a nurse. She was very charitable and very kind to her servants. They were family to her.
And speaking of charity, we do have it that we're going to be speaking with an animal shelter. Or I know that Lizbeth donated a lot of money towards animals. She cared very much about them.
Yes. Her and Emma had a couple of friends, Ellen Lighton and Gertrude Baker. They approached Lizzie and Emma and asked them if they would like to be co-founders of an animal rescue league with the intentions of taking in stray animals and caring and feeding for them. So she actually is one of the co-founders of the Fall River Animal Rescue League. They hang their portraits in the lobby today. And when she passed away, she left them a ton of money to care for the animals.
Oh wow! So that's still in operation today.
It's still in
and
operation
that's who's
today.
going to be calling in a little bit to speak with us.
Oh, yeah.
That's phenomenal.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love how she cared for animals, yeah.
Animals and kids. And
Yeah.
it just goes to show, I mean, it's like, it gives you like a duality to who she is. I mean, I know we focused this whole weekend on talking about the heinous acts that had happened, but to be honest, you know, again, it's an unsolved crime, you know?
That's right, who's to say she was even guilty?
Exactly.
But she was punished for it the rest of her life, pretty much, in this city.
Yeah.
To this day, I mean, I have grandparents that lived in the city into their 90s, and I used to ask them before they passed away, you know, because I know my grandmother lived in this area while Elizabeth lived.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Meme, could you tell me a little bit about why do you want to know about her and refuse to talk about her? They always had that mentality.
Mm-hmm.
But the people who did take the time to get to know her said she was a very lovely lady, very kind, very generous.
That's interesting to get that aspect of her here in the house. And I also do feel like when I'm walking around this house, I don't get that oppressive sensation.
No,
Yeah.
it's such a light feeling in this house.
Yeah,
isn't
the first thing that came to my mind's eye was as soon as I walked through those doors, and the first thing I thought was, this would be a great place to throw a party.
Right?
And I don't know why I thought that, because normally when I'm around Victorian furnishings, because I also love to collect Victorian things myself, I'm super paranoid about things. I'm like, put your drink on a coaster. Like, I cover the tops of the furnishings because all of the things I own are like over 100 years old. And so I'm like, you know, and the last thing that I would ever think of is throwing a party around all this antique furnishings. But that was the first thought that came to my head.
I think she would like that.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I connected with that vibe right away while walking in here.
Yeah.
Then here's the dining room, so you guys get to see a little bit of that. It's absolutely beautiful. And you see the beginning of this beautiful solarium, which if I lived here would be, I mean, you have plants out here, but I would just have an aviary if I could. I'll just have birds and plants and butterflies. Why?
Oh, she had her bird out there, Gary Owen.
Oh, that's right. Gary Owen.
Now the
I'm
cool
gonna
thing
look
about
that
this
up.
dining, yeah, you should. The cool thing about this dining room is we believe the wallpaper you see here is original to her. This is what she sat at this table and looked at. Yes, this one.
Wow. It's in great condition for it being.
Not bad for being that old.
I know, almost 130. I have to touch it now that you said that.
Gorgeous fireplace.
I'm a toucher.
Yeah.
I can't help it.
So she just would have rang a bell when she was ready for her next course.
Oh, that's lovely. What the life.
Would you like to go see that little area?
Yes, I would.
Great door. Now we do know she spent a lot of time out here on this porch. There's actually a great picture of her.
Oh, wow. And with one of her little Boston Terriers, huh?
Yep, she had 3 Boston Terriers. This particular dog is Laddie Miller.
So look here. This is exactly the view right there. And she would have been sitting by this
Right in that rocker.
rocking chair. I think that's really cool.
Oh, there's the icebox delivery door from the outside.
There you go.
And that gorgeous carriage house I was telling you about.
There it is. Once held horses, then held cars. Now holds what? What does it hold now?
Now it holds a bunch of old furniture. Yeah, we need to get rid of some furniture out there.
Oh, wait a second. What? Don't tell me. Is it Victorian?
Yes.
How are shipping costs from getting it over here from the East Coast to the West Coast?
Well, you'll have to speak to the owners.
I know. What are the shipping costs? I am going to be blindfolded. I'm going to have headpieces that go into my ears, so I'm actually not going to be able to hear anything you guys say. I think we're just going to get into it. And are you ready to ask some questions?
Sure, let's do this.
So the idea is that I won't be able to hear or see anybody while questions are being asked.
Here's your ghost box.
Can you turn it off for me?
Remember to touch this.
Wait, is this the volume right here? Sorry. Can we make it, we can't make it louder? Sorry, I can't hear you very well.
No, that's as loud as it's going to be. That's as loud as it gets.
Oh,
Just focus.
okay.
Okay. Lizzie Borden, could you please come into the room and speak to us? If you like, you can sit next to me. We have a few questions to ask you. Are you happy about the tour tonight? The fact that we talked about all your generosity?
I heard a voice come through, but it's not very strong. Sounded female.
Hi, Elizabeth. We were talking about your animals earlier. Did you hear us?
Did you?
We did. Is your doggy with you now?
I heard like, Pookie.
Hey, doggy. Elizabeth, are you in the room with your dog?
I'm hearing some voices come through, but they're need to know, male voice.
What do you need to know?
Give us one. Male voice again.
One what? What is it you want?
It's the. I mean, I'm sure this is wrong. I heard. It's something cheese. Give us the true cheese. True cheese? What's true cheese? I don't know what that is. I don't know if that makes any sense. That's weird. Male voice. Who did it? It evolved. Male voice.
What evolved? What are you talking about?
I heard two voices back to back, both male. One's, oh, the way the actor. That's the last one. Sorry, there's a bunch of voices coming through. I heard the cops, then I heard the actor thing, and then hold on. Whatever turned with guilt.
Why do you feel guilt?
You might. Incriminate? All male voices again.
Cops incriminate.
I'm talking here.
I hear all this stuff. It's what he's saying.
Lemonade. Female voice said lemonade. Oh, there's a female voice coming through now. The history. Lisbeth.
Yeah, I heard that.
Hi, Lisbeth. Did you like me talking about the history of your home?
I just got chills when I heard that.
Me too.
Chatter.
Can you hear us, Lisbeth?
In her brain. I think we're getting somewhere because the voices are getting a little bit more tuned in. Like before they're far away, but they sound closer now.
Hi, Lisbeth. Are you in the room with us?
Yeah. I said yeah.
Hi. Thank you for sitting and talking to us.
Many years ago, there a remote inspired.
I was thinking party going on. Is there a party in the room?
For now, female voice.
It was talking about like actors and like some other things.
I'm trying to put things together as she's giving out words here.
Was this an area in the house where they used to party?
This would be the room that a party would have been held in.
Plays bass.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a party.
He's a lefty. Who plays bass that's a lefty? Male said that. Get down.
What year is it?
12.
1912?
You know what you should try, just because it's kind of not talking to me anymore. Maybe you hold the box. And then on the back of it, there's these little like rings and you put your fingers on them. I don't know where they are.
Yeah, it's it. You just touch them.
These circles.
And then if you ask, maybe you're been there, got a male voice.
Who's been there?
Ooh, wow, getting some real feedback right now. Wow, it's like real whoa, 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 whoa.
Are you the man in the basement?
Ooh, it's getting real static.
Do you mind talking to us?
We need to establish male voice.
What are you trying to establish? Who's here in the room? I feel like somebody's in the room.
Adam.
Whoever's speaking, did you come here with her? Are you here just for her? I'm hearing noises throughout the house.
Get out. Its legs. Either Owen or you owe me.
Who's in the house that you want out?
Ask her sister.
Did you want Emma out? Or do you want someone who's living here now out? Are you asking us to leave?
Break him. I heard really faint, like, tell them to meet me here. Come on, Eileen's playing in the background.
I heard a woman's voice, but it didn't come from next to me. I heard it distantly in the house. Did anybody else hear that?
I heard a voice, but it was a man.
You heard a man, I heard a woman.
It said, get out.
Elizabeth, do you not wish to speak to us?
I love this place.
I love this place too. I can see why you liked it.
Involved. Solved it.
What did you solve?
The kids that are missing?
The kids. You guys don't like to associate that house stuff with
Yeah,
this,
but she
right?
said missing.
Maybe they were missing. I mean, were they found? Were they?
Elizabeth.
I heard that too.
But we need more. And then it trailed off.
What do you need? Can we help you with it?
Power.
What do you want to do with power?
Sustenance. The president.
Repeat that.
Lizbeth says so. Don't you see? 10,000. That's so crazy. It is her business. Wow. I'm getting like full sentences, you guys.
What is Lizbeth's business?
It's her prerogative.
Is she buying up more property? Did someone not like how she was spending her money?
Could be someone protecting her, saying that she can
Her-
spend her money any way she wants.
she'll
It's her
suffer.
prerogative, you know.
Mm-hmm. But it sounds like someone was also against how she was spending her money, for them to come to her defense.
Mm.
Your batteries are thinning out.
They just said that for real. I heard it perfectly.
Fucking kidding me?
Are you using the batteries for sustenance and power?
Not really.
Oh, why are they going out?
Can't help it or help me.
Does it help you to speak to us to use the batteries?
Yes. Female voice saying yes.
Okay then.
Choose to. Male voice.
Here's some batteries. This will help. There you go.
Guys, we have some power on the table here. Feel free to come over and use that.
RO.
Elizabeth, did Charles Cook not like how you were spending your money?
cut. I hear a full-on conversation, but it's just out of earshot.
That happens here a lot, guys. We'll tune in onto conversations going on amongst themselves.
It's two women.
Emma Borden, are you in the house?
A sweater.
Are you cold?
Is someone cold?
Feeling something brushing my. I heard "Fix It Up" by a man, and "Babe," sexy. Whoa, weird. Sorry.
It's funny because I thought I felt something go past. Who's around me right now?
Favorite little.
They said you're hot.
Who is it that's
Try
touching me?
to violate.
Are you the man that's down the basement? That's not nice. Can you apologize to her?
Must be full or merciful.
Why do you have the need to be merciful?
Tell them. It is.
What is?
Us.
Excuse me.
Playing them. Where are you?
How many spirits are in the room talking?
Is it 3?
There are 3 of you?
He did. Bitch and her little flies.
Yes.
What?
Wow. Who's a bitch?
Beth. Just like that, Beth. Told ya. What's wrong? You're all invited. A little? Someone? There's that conversational chatter just under the current again.
Elizabeth, do you feel like people were hanging around you for money?
Yeah, I really. There's these guys talking right now, and they kind of got this accent to them. Like, I mean, accent to me is definitely an East Coast accent.
So who was the player in the house?
There's a woman coming through.
I heard a growl.
Yeah, I heard a girl too. That was my stomach. Sorry, folks.
A couple more people. The guy chimed in.
Was Joseph Tatro a player?
Beth.
It may be more like a player as in someone who is in a play, or maybe like...
It's tough because we've heard play, we've heard musical stuff, bass,
Actor.
actor. We've also heard some not so nice comments, player in that sense.
She thanks you.
Lizbeth, how do you feel about the house being up for sale?
Oh, yeah? I just heard Maple.
Maplecroft is for sale, Elizabeth. Would you like us to keep it?
The yard is burning.
Yes, we're letting the grass grow. It was burning.
Are you upset about how they're taking care of the home?
Yeah. Male voice.
Is there something you would like to be different about how they're taking care of the home?
Are you following me? Female voice said that.
I guess we kind of are following you. We just left. The
Don't
bed
let
and
them follow you. Male voice. I know, female voice.
I got chills.
They don't want to bother you, Elizabeth. They just want to speak to you. They're being very respectful.
She said something I didn't. Something about kicking him.
Did you try to kick him when he was in your bed? Was he in your room?
Over here?
Somebody used your bedroom the other night. Did you not like that?
That jackass. Male voice. Anne. Maplecroft.
You don't like people sleeping in Maplecroft?
Female voice just chimed in that I never heard of. The guy just said, Maple, what?
Really?
A girl chimed in and said hi.
Hi.
Oh, there's this there's this guy in my head right now, and he's just got such a thick accent. He's got such a twang, like so East Coast, like mafioso Italian. Like, I laugh because it's got such personality when he speaks.
And what is your name? Who's the Italian? Who's touching me right now?
Faded.
Who is that touching me?
Somebody just touched my neck.